a massive stadium, 10 kilometers of cable, millions of viewers expecting just a flawless picture.
Right.
And the only thing keeping the whole broadcast from degrading into, unwatchable static is a 5-watt box the size of a drink coaster.
Welcome to your custom deep dive. Today we are opening up some technical sources from HDTVSupply to look at a super specialized piece of hardware, which is the AJA FiDo-4R ST.
Yeah, our mission today is really to uncover how this tiny, pretty unassuming piece of technology secretly powers the massive logistical feats behind pristine live video production, because we see the polished product on our screens, right?
Oh,
But the behind-the-scenes reality is just this messy web of massive data files moving across literal miles of chaotic environments.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Imagine you have a camera operator on the far end of a massive golf course, or maybe a racetrack. How do broadcasters get those huge 4K video signals all the way to a production truck miles away without the signal just completely falling apart?
Well, that is the exact hurdle the FiDo-4R ST is built for. It works by taking single-mode ST fiber optic cable and converting it into 3G-SDI video.
Which is the industry standard electrical signal used in broadcast equipment, right?
Exactly. And using fiber allows for these staggering cable runs of up to 10 kilometers.
Wait, 10 kilometers? That is over 32,000 feet.
Yeah, it's wide.
Here's where it gets really interesting to me, just picturing the mechanics of this. It isn't just a simple plug adapter. It is basically taking a strobe light, blinking billions of times a second down that fiber cable, and seamlessly catching every single flash.
Right, to rebuild a high-voltage electrical video signal on the other side. And translating that light to electricity provides something just as crucial as the distance, which is complete electrical isolation.
Oh, which solves the absolute nightmare of a ground loop. Because in a massive venue, plugging a camera in 500 feet away from the production truck almost guarantees a ground hum.
Yeah, a ground hum that will instantly ruin a live feed, but you literally can't pass a ground hum through glass.
That makes so much sense.
Since the video travels as light over the fiber optic cable, the FiDo severs the physical electrical connection entirely. The interference issue just ceases to exist.
Okay, so we saw the 10-kilometer distance and the electrical interference. But usually, solving massive problems requires massive hardware, right? Which introduces a whole new problem inside a cramped production truck where space is just at a huge premium.
You would think so, but AJA engineered a way around that too. It uses a really low-profile enclosure measuring just about 4.6 by 4 inches.
Wow, that is tiny.
Yeah, and less than an inch thick. So it is designed to slide into incredibly tight spaces behind crowded equipment racks, or you can even mount it directly onto the camera rig itself.
And it runs on practically nothing, right? Like a maximum of just 5 watts of power.
Exactly, just 5 watts.
See, I look at the nearly $2,000 retail price tag for a 5-watt box, and I just blink. But then, I think about the environment it's used in. Ad space during these major broadcasts costs hundreds of thousands of dollars a second.
Yeah, if this box fails, it costs the network millions. Failure simply is not an option here.
So you are really paying for enterprise-level certainty.
100%. And under the hood, the engineering really justifies the cost. For instance, it handles 4 independent video channels simultaneously.
Meaning a single camera operator can send, say, the main feed, a wide shot, and maybe 2 alternate angles down a single hair-thin strand of glass.
Right, it's not just moving data. It is multiplying what one cable can physically do. Plus, it supports full 4K and Ultra HD, and it keeps vital HDR metadata perfectly intact.
So the colors pop exactly as intended for the viewer at home.
Exactly. And then there is the automatic reclocking. When data travels miles down a cable, the timing naturally gets jittery.
So reclocking basically acts as a digital metronome, just snapping the video frames back into the perfect rhythm before they hit the production monitor.
You hit the nail on the head. And they even back the whole thing with a 5-year warranty, which is huge.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? The next time you are sitting on your couch watching just a flawless 4K live sports broadcast, take a second to remember the invisible 5-watt boxes quietly routing light signals for miles behind the scenes.
It definitely raises an important question to think about, too. We are looking at a niche device proving that we can flawlessly push massive 4K data over 10 kilometers of fiber optic cable without losing a single pixel.
It really makes you wonder about the future of consumer tech,
Yeah. How long until traditional copper wiring becomes entirely obsolete in our everyday personal tech? I mean, if light can do this for a chaotic stadium broadcast, maybe the messy web of copper cables in our own homes is finally living on borrowed time.